I was called to missions over 20 years ago from scriptures, Isaiah 49:6, that you'll be a light to the nations and to the ends of the earth. Genesis 12, where you'll be a blessing to all the families of the earth. Even the Great Commission, Matthew 28:18-20, to go into all the world and preach the gospel and make disciples of all nations. All three of those references that were my call to missions, they were all originally to the Jewish people only. And that was their calling. I was in Haran one time with a group of Gentiles and Jews and these other evangelical leaders visiting this well in Haran, which is where Jacob met Rachel and where Abraham's servant met Rebecca and Isaac's wife. And we're there, and I got so excited because I'm teaching in Bible schools and I wanted to take pictures, and I turned around to get a picture taken, and my Jewish friends, these rabbis, were just, their faces were kind of forlorn and they looked really pensive and were looking down. And I just was like, what's wrong? Isn't this exciting? This is an amazing biblical site. And I was looking up, I wanted to get mud. I put mud in my Bible just to show it off to all the Bible school students. And I said, what's wrong? And they said, Todd, this is where my great-great-grandmother met my great-great-grandfather. And when they said that, I saw it was so deep. And in that moment, I realized, wait a minute, I've taken just these scriptures as theology, and it's been all about me and my calling and my task, my mission. But really, this is real, about real people. And my sacred calling in scriptures is about their relatives, and they're still alive. And in that moment, I realized, man, I have so much pride that I think it's all about me. And I think even my calling in missions is all about me. But I'm grafted into that calling. And in that moment, I realized I needed to make something right. And I just felt like I needed to repent for myself, but on behalf of the missions movements worldwide. And I grabbed the feet of one of those Jewish Messianic rabbis and just began repenting and saying, I repent for the arrogance and this replacement and thinking that the whole Great Commission, it's all about us and the Gentile church and our strategies, which it is, but we fit into God's plan and His role with Israel and the Jewish people. They have a significant role to play in these end times and fulfilling the Great Commission. And we have to partner with them. And Israel has a unique role that's going to affect the world evangelism. And until we get that right, we're not going to finish the task. And as I was down there, I didn't want to get up, and I felt these arms grab my shoulders and just pulling me up. And I didn't want to stand up, and I kind of buried my face. And he just grabbed his arms around me, and he just whispered to me, Todd, welcome to the family. And I just began weeping, and I realized, even in that moment, I thought, theologically, I know that I'm God's child, and I'm a part of the family. Right. But it made it more real, that this is a real Jewish family that God chose. Jesus was Jewish. And as Gentiles, we are part of this family. And I just pray that everyone gets that revelation. And the humility that it takes is worth it. And I wasn't able to really be open to that until I really was seeking God and just saying, God, there must be more. So I pray that you'd seek God and you'd ask Him for more. I pray you'd open your heart to receive His heart. And this culture of honoring fathers of the faith, honoring our spiritual leaders and historical figures, I want to challenge the church. If we honor Israel and honor the Jewish roots of our faith and our Jewish brethren as the older brothers, we're going to walk in greater favor, greater authority, and we're going to see the one new man come together and see salvation come to all nations.